welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jazzy. Today, I am bringing you guys a very exciting video, one that I have been planning. You could say I have been planning this video for 2 years now because this is our elopement video. So, well, it's not technically our elopement video. I'm starting a new series to help others figure out eloping, because let me just say the past 2 years has been absolutely insane when it comes to trying to figure out how we wanted our wedding to go and trying to figure out if we wanted to even go with an elopement or if we wanted to go with like a mini ceremony or what we wanted to do. And I think it would have been so helpful if I had some sort of guidance in it, and I just didn't. I couldn't find any YouTube videos that helped me through the decision process and that kind of helped me make my decisions. Other than very just short to the point videos, there was nobody that I really saw that was experiencing the things that I was experiencing. And I think it's so funny because so many people were experiencing it at that time, because it's obviously 2022 now. When Dominic and I got engaged, it was 2020. Prior to us getting engaged, I had always dreamed of having a wedding. I had always dreamed that we would have a full wedding. And I honestly never imagined that I would be okay not having a full wedding. And I can say so confidently and wholeheartedly that the decision that we made to elope has never felt more right for me than it does now. By the way, those of you that are always following my channel, Dominic and I are actually eloping right now. As we speak, Dominic and I will be eloping when I post this video. So that's really exciting, and I can't believe it's literally right around the corner. I feel like it has been just the longest process ever planning this, but once we actually set things in stone, it just started to feel so right for us. So I want to help people get to that point that I have been able to get to faster than I was able to get there. Because I can't tell you the amount of nights that I just thought this wasn't even going to work out. That I just thought we were going to have to go to the courthouse and just get married like that. And that did not feel authentic to us. No shame to people that do that, because I think that is also very romantic. So I am bringing this series to you guys to help anybody that is looking for help when it comes to their elopement, and also, while I'm at it, unveil what we are doing for our elopement, because I have been pretty secretive with our elopement with you guys through my vlogs and everything, and that is a conscious decision. And the reason being is that I love that aspect of eloping, of just going off the two of you and eloping and having nobody know about it. I couldn't do that because I am, you guys know how I am. I am way too vocal. I love opinions. I love to hear people's ideas and stuff like that. So I obviously could not keep it to myself like a normal elopement might go. But I still wanted to have some secretive part of it. I still wanted something to be between just Dominic and I. And so there's actually a lot that is between just Dominic and I. But the first question, if you are planning on eloping, that needs to be asked and needs to be figured out, to be honest, because we took way too long figuring out the answer to this question. The first question is, are you wanting to have an elopement with family there and friends, or just family or just friends? Sorry, you guys. Now Keaton needs out of the room. So give me a second. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. So the first question you're going to want to ask yourself, and you need to figure this out before you start planning anything, is, do you want family or friends there, or do you just want it to be the two of you? And Dominic and I, this caused so many fights, not because we didn't agree, because we agreed. It's not even that we didn't agree. We were compromising, and I say we. Dominic was compromising and I was struggling because I was back and forth on how I felt about having family and friends there. I went back and forth on the decision, and the problem is every time I would change my mind, we would start planning for the thing that I changed my mind to, and that was just not like good to do. It took up so much time. So I say just you need to set your mind to something because I know it's hard, especially when family and friends are involved, but I really struggled because I think I knew what I wanted for Dominic and I, but I think I struggled with the thoughts that I wanted. Like my whole life growing up, I dreamed of a wedding. So it was like conflicting ideas in my mind of whether or not I was going to be okay not having family at our wedding and not having friends at our wedding, because growing up, that was a dream of mine. We always picture the wedding and how it's going to be growing up, and an elopement wasn't what I pictured growing up. Now that we are eloping, and now that I made that decision to just elope, the two of us, I couldn't be happier with my decision. Like, I wish I would have made it faster. I don't know why I was so wishy-washy about it, other than the fact that it is hard to let go of your idea of what you want, or the idea of the perfect situation. And that was hard for me to let go of, the idea of having a full wedding. However, one, we couldn't afford a full wedding, but also, even if we could afford a full wedding, it just wouldn't be authentic to us. A lot of stuff happened in the past few years that just like contributed. It was like everything, the world was aligning for me to be okay not having a full wedding. And it got to the point where I just couldn't not listen to that anymore. I had to listen to what was happening around me. It took like so many things piling on for me to realize that the wedding wasn't right for us. It just wasn't right for our relationship. And I think that is what I did wrong originally when we were planning our wedding. I wasn't really putting our relationship first, or putting our relationship at the forefront of my mind. But again, I've changed a lot in 2 or 3 years as well. So that's a long time to be making a decision. So if I were you, I would just think about the possibilities and what you think you would regret more. Would you regret not having family or friends there? Or would you possibly regret having family and friends there and feeling like it wasn't the right decision for you? Because there was something in me that just felt like I was going to regret having everybody there. I don't know why. I felt it in my soul that things were going to go differently than I envisioned in my mind, and I was going to not enjoy it as much. And it wasn't going to be about Dominic and I. It was going to be about everybody else, because I'm also a people pleaser, and I love making people happy, and that's not what your wedding day is about. And at the end of the day, I have preached that a million times to so many other people, and I couldn't live by it myself through the past couple of years. When we were planning, I still was like, yeah, but what about like this person? What about this person? Like, they've always dreamed of being in my wedding. Like, they've always dreamed of being at my wedding. I've always envisioned that these people were going to be there. And I just had to reconcile with that I'm not the little girl that I was when I was younger, who didn't really understand anything. Didn't understand financials, didn't understand boundaries. Like, I was just a different person when I was younger. So I think it's important to make that decision, and make sure you're making that decision with your partner. Something I always really appreciated about Dominic was he always made sure that I was comfortable with whatever decision that we chose. Even to this day, he's still trying to figure out and make sure that I'm good with the decision. And I think that's so important in a partner in general. So finally, I came to my senses and realized that it was the idea of a wedding that I was envisioning, rather than the actual situation that I wanted for Dominic and I when it comes to our wedding day. So for Dominic and I want our wedding day to be just the two of us. I want the time with just Dominic. I mean, Dominic and I like have the best time when it's just him and I. And there are people that aren't like that, and that is perfectly fine. There are so many people that are in relationships that they like being around other people. Dominic and I don't. We like other people, but we would prefer to be together, just the two of us, always. We always come out of hanging out with people, not saying that we don't have a good time, because we always have fun, but we always say, okay, let's go home, and now we'll hang out, just the two of us. You know, like we enjoy each other's company. And it took me a while to realize that that's a good thing too, because I was kind of worried. Like, I kind of did get in my head about why, if that's unhealthy to want to only be with your partner and for your wedding day especially, and what's wrong with that? It took me so long to realize that there's nothing wrong with that, with just wanting the day for you and your partner, and that's okay. That's what the day is about, is you and your partner. So it's okay to just want to be with them. So I think that's your first thing. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm going to walk you guys through in this series the different options that we went through for our elopement. And we did think of options where we actually had a wedding planned. So I'm going to give you tips and tricks on how to do that as well. We were definitely going for more of like a small little ceremony type of thing, because like I said, we don't have a lot of people we were going to invite. We were going to invite my parents, all of our friends. That's it. That was the amount of people we were going to invite. And we don't have that many friends, to be honest. However, all of my friends and all of Dominic's friends are all over the United States, because Dominic and I have moved so much. So everybody was going to have to travel in for the wedding, and it was going to be a good time. But you can also, like, the thing that I think I mourned when it came to having an elopement, like to Dominic and I eloping, was all of my favorite people being in one room. I knew that that was something that I was so excited about, and I was worried I wasn't going to get with this wedding. But my friends are amazing, and you guys, I know, could plan something like this. My girlfriends all are planning a bachelorette party for me, whether I'm eloping or not. So they're all planning a bachelorette party for me. So I still will get all of my girls in one room, the people I love all in one room. No, it will not be for our wedding, and no, Dominic will not be there. But it will still be a blast having everybody meet, and that's not what I wanted our wedding to be about. And that was, I think, what I just kept envisioning was, oh, I really want this person to meet this person. These people are so important in my life. I want them all to meet each other. And I was forgetting that's not what a marriage is about. That's not what this day is supposed to be about. So just think of the things that are most important to you. And if that is most important to you and that's important in your life with your spouse, then definitely include that. Like, definitely have a full wedding. But for me and Dominic, that's not the most important thing. He's met all of my friends already. It's not necessary for him to really be there for that occasion, for all of my friends to get together. So that's gonna be it for this video, because I feel like it's already very, very long and I talked your ears off. But definitely hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, because I am going to be walking you guys through all of our decision making in the process of our elopement, and within the next couple of weeks here, honestly. It's going to be a series that'll go I'll have like one post a week for you guys for the next couple of weeks. So I hope you guys subscribe, and if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and let me know in the comments if you also struggled with something like this when it came to your elopement or your wedding, because I definitely struggled, and it's vulnerable to talk about that, but I am happy with our decision that we made, so it's easier for me to talk about it now that I am happy with the decision that we made. Anyway, you guys, I will see you guys in the next one.